Erica Hill, who is in Lafayette, Louisiana, and been following developments with the storm. Erica?
And it is these floods and the potential rescues that could come, the rescue calls that have a lot of people concerned. And as we just heard, 4 people and a cat rescued. It's not just the people we have to be concerned about, but pets as well. We have seen this so many times that people refuse to leave their homes because understandably they are concerned they may not be able to bring their pets with them. These are family members, as we know. Joining us now is Anna Zorrilla, who is the CEO of the SPCA here in Louisiana. And as we talk about how I should say people make the decision to evacuate when it comes to pets, we know that there have been significant changes which allow for people to bring their pets. You say one of your biggest concerns though right now is the flooding, something like what we're seeing, just learning from the Coast Guard, this cat having to be rescued with its humans, that this flooding and the rescuing of animals. How do you handle that? How do you help the first responders as well?
So Erica, preparation is critical, and that's our first message to pet owners out there is before the storm impact hits, make sure that you and your pets are ready. So there are some basic things that people can do, like making sure you have on a collar on your pet, an ID tag, and a microchip. And what's so important about the microchips is making sure that your information is current in that pet's registration. And so you can go to any veterinarian, any animal shelter, have your pet scanned, get your microchip number, and call the company to make sure your phone number is correct and accurate in case you and your pet get separated, that you can get back together. We can get you reunited. But as you said, the flood waters really are a major concern throughout South Louisiana right now, and pet safety. And so making sure people are prepared, that they have a plan, and should they need to evacuate, that they can move very quickly and take their pets, so not leaving any pets behind.
And also being able to transport those pets safely, making sure that you have a carrier for a cat or a small dog, for example, or even a crate for a larger dog. Those obviously are going to come in handy in moments like this. Absolutely.
We always encourage people to practice putting your pet in and out of the crate, get them comfortable with it so that in that moment of stress, your pet is not stressed out as well. The other thing is to think about where can you go with your pet. So a lot of hotels are pet friendly, or in times of emergencies will waive their pet fees, but you need to call in advance or find out. And then a lot of the human shelters, so when those rescues begin to happen, now have federally mandated to have some kind of plan for pets. So a lot of the shelters in Louisiana do have a separate holding area for pets so that people and pets can both get to safety, which is critically important.
I know you've got Sparky there with you,
yes,
keeping you company this morning. When you are working, though, with some of these first responders, you talk about the preparation. There's the personal preparation for families, for people who have pets, obviously, and then the other part in terms of first responders. Is there certain coordination and training that goes on with the SPCA and some local first responders to maybe help them as they're going out there? They may encounter a dog, they may encounter a cat. Do you work with them to help them put that pet at ease and bring the pet to safety?
Absolutely. So in the city of New Orleans, the Louisiana SPCA does provide that animal rescue and response effort. And throughout the state of Louisiana, there are other agencies like us that are trained and that do have that emergency certification to be able to go out and do the animal rescue, whether that is in water or whether that is on the land. And then we work very closely with those first responders. So EMS, the Coast Guard, all those different agencies coordinating to make sure that animals that are in danger or at risk are being rescued. And what's really important is that we're tracking where they're being rescued from and any information about their owner, because ultimately our goal is to get pets back with people if they are separated. We certainly know that in the past there have been lots of great volunteer efforts, but we do want to encourage people, if you feel like there's a pet that's in danger, an animal in need, to call the local agency that is doing the rescue work. So usually there is, whether that is the mayor's office or the governor's office, there's usually a coordinating government agency to make sure that those efforts can be organized and that the pets do go back to their owners.
It's important work, and we appreciate everything you're doing. Thanks for taking some time for us, and give Sparky an extra little scratch behind the ears for me,
I
Anna.
will.
Thank you.